Hey folks, I'm Bixon. Today we're going to take a look at Foundation, a quite relaxing feudal city builder by Polymorph game. So before we go any further, I want to warn you it is a game which is still in development, and as such everything we're going to see today is subject to change. So this is my little town. It's not too big, but it's taking a bit of time to come to that. I wanted to show you that before we begin another town, because it's quite a gorgeous game, and when you see city just like that, it's just so obvious. I really like the art style of the game. It's simple, yet there is a lot of color and it is looking absolutely gorgeous. I quite like it. There's a little blur at the back to focus a bit on this little house. We've got mills and stuff and inhabitants which are just roaming around. It's really a pretty game, and you can see there is a bigger building like these castles or church down there. So really I wanted to show you exactly how the game look before we just begin to build a smaller thing. Got also the fields which are just adding a lot, and you know, it's just a very relaxing game to play, so you can just arrive to this without so much of a headache. Anyway, so I also like the UI a lot. It's just quite simple, but it's not taking too much space on the screen. You've got all the basic tools which are quite easy to spot. You've got all your resources which are up there. You can also check on your storage to get a bit more info over there. We've got also easy thing like, you know, we can allow people to come to your city with this enable immigration stuff here, or just disable it if you just want to keep a city of a smaller size. We've got plenty of other tools around here, so like the pen development zone or stuff like this, which are going to be explained a bit later. We've got building tools and stuff, and we'll see that when we're going to begin to build a new town. But everything is quite simple to grasp and easy to get, so it's quite cool to see that in a game which is that early. They finished the crowdfunding campaign not so long ago, and it was a success. And the game is already pretty cool to play, so I'm quite happy with how it is right now. Anyway, let's just keep going. We're going to create a new game. Alright, so let's see. Where was it? Can I not do it? It would be a shame. Let's see. Oh, my mistake. I just need to restart the game, so we'll do that quickly, and we'll come back to a new city. Alright, so here we begin. So let's just build a village center. So where do we want to do that? We've got quite a huge bit of land to build on, and there is probably plenty of resource I want to focus on. You can see, if I just get a bit further, you can see that there is a lot of space to build things. I don't think we can expand after this limit, so there is a huge square of land for us to build on. So we are going to probably go in the middle and want to expand as we progress. So let's try to choose, I think maybe the best place is where there is wood and food and stone, so we need to choose one of these if we want to be safe. So it might be one of these two. Is there more? Yeah, there is a few more, but we might want to go for the easiest. It's going to speed up a bit the process of making a town. So I don't really want to do it on the same kind, you know, it's where I began my town last time, so I just want to go a bit more on the left, and we'll see where we go then. So let's just build this little village center. Oh, I've got no... Okay, my mistake. I'm going to begin to build here, and we'll just try to expand on the other side instead. So let's just try to build a village center very close to the resource. With control I can rotate things by just moving the mouse. I'm not really sure it's going to be very important right now because it's just a village center, so it's not going to help us so much. Yet we've got a few new buildings we can go for. So the most important thing right now is to do a few things. I'm going to remove the help for a bit. It's going to save us a bit of space on screen. So everything is let's say Windows based, so you are going to get a little windows for everything. If you want to see your villages, you are going to open a little window like this. You can keep it and just drag it everywhere you want, so it's quite easy to make the UI as you wish, if I may say so. So you can just click on your villages and you will be able to see their level. They are going to level up in their different... I'm going to pause the game for a sec. So they are going to level up in the job you are going to give them. We've got also traits which are going to come later, I think, and assessing which are going to arrive as we progress. It's, you know, you are not going to build you're going to build big towns, but you are not going to build an enormous city. You are going to always be able to pick up a villager and just follow him and just see what's going on, and it's a bit of a smaller scale, kind of. Nonetheless, let's keep going. We've got things to do. We need to keep these people alive. So we need a bit of wood, we need a bit of food. So let's begin by gathering stuff, and I might want to keep this close to the resource. Alright, we are going to also go for a bit of wood, because we'll need it to build things, and I might want to keep it in the forest. Alright, and what is very important, which I forgot to do at first, is that you are going to gather food. I'm going to let them just begin to build, but I need to assign some builders. So let's go for maybe 2 builders to begin with. I'm going to also add a few gatherer as soon as possible. We are going to go for a woodcutter or 2. Alright, Antoine. And we'll need Isabel to be a market tender. We'll see about that in a sec. And do I need any extra thing? Maybe I will need a stonecutter after all. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, should be fine to begin with that kind of setup. Okay, so let's go back to regular speed. So they're going to begin to move around. We've got a bunch of basic resources. We've got 30 wood, 15 tools, and a bit of food, plus a bit of money, of course. Okay, so they're beginning to build stuff. These are not walking so much because they've got no walking space. And what I should do quite quickly is to give them houses. It's walking a bit like in what was the name? I don't City Skyline. I don't remember the title from Paradox name, but it's walking a bit like in the let's say the SimCity competitor. You lay out area and they are going to build on it. So let's say I want a bunch of houses for these guys, so they are not going to live outside. So I'm going to go for a bunch of houses around here. So I'm going to build something on these bits. Okay, it's efficient, I think, to begin with. So it's going to cost us a bit of resource, but they are going to quickly, if it's big enough, build stuff on it. Okay, so now I've got wait, I forgot something important. Extraction area are important because if you want them to extract stuff, it's important to give them extraction location, and you can move it a bit with control and your mouse wheel, so you can just choose which size you want. It's pretty much the same for the residential area. Okay, so let's just ask them to get a bit of wood. We'll need it. Might want to ask for more because why not? Okay, so our woodcutter are going to be busy, and our gather are going to be busy as well. So now we're going to begin to make a bit of food. So let's keep going. We've got probably more buildings to make. Right now I might want to make a warehouse, or we could try to expand the city a bit by buying a bit of extra land here. So if I press what was territory, I think it's going to enable you to use a bit of money to expand your village. So you can see each time it's going to cost me 500. So I cannot do it right away, but at some point I will be able to, quite quickly, as a matter of fact, if I'm not doing things too badly. Let's go back to regular thing. I do not have the money anyway. So you can see your budget here. If you want to see your expense and stuff in more details, I might want to drop it around here for now, but you've got also a little bit of info over there, and so on. You've got more info which are going to come as we progress. Alright, so for now we've got 8 villages, and I think I made a place which was a bit too small here for them to build anything. So we're going to expand a bit and we should get something. Yes, there is a little bit of a house here. If I expand a bit more, I might get a second one. We're going to expand. Right, it's bigger. Now they're going to build a place for them to live. And if I wanted to keep some space for let's say special buildings or maybe roads, I could actually just forbid the land, but it's not going to be necessary right now. They've got enough to do. I might want to see forward and just ask them to prepare for picking up the stones, and I should also maybe, I'm going to let them finish house. It's more important to keep them happy for now than to expand too quickly. So we've got 28, okay, not too bad for now. Let's just go for stonecutter camp. I'm going to drop it quite close to the resource, so it's going to be a bit easier for us to get the things. I'm not going to try to break too many trees. I could actually just drop it a bit closer. The game is quite permissive in the way you are going to drop your buildings. You can just drop them very close to each other, which enable you to do interesting things. I think I forgot something important. I was speaking about it earlier. I need to make the market, or my people will starve. It's something which is important to do at the beginning. Alright. Wait, I would definitely like to not allow them to walk on this house right now. We need to, or these houses, because, you know, I need to do the market first. You know what, I could just keep these up there and we'll just remove the posts later on, because if I do not do that, I'm going to forget about it and it's going to be an issue. So now they're working on the market, and we've got Isabel, which is going to begin to work as a market tender. So she's going to begin to sell the food they are gathering to the villagers, and we're going to begin to make a bit of money. And thanks to this money, we're going to be able maybe to buy stuff on the market, or maybe we could also expand. I don't know, we'll see. What are we lacking here? The sawmill is going to enable us to do planks. The well is going to be useful for our baker, so we'll need to build it at some point. Yet plenty of buildings are going to cost you money. You see, the well is going to cost me 2. The woodcutter 2 as well. Gathering can should be the same. So if you expand too quickly without any way to make money, you are going to run out of money quite quickly. So let's just allow them now to make these houses. And I should be careful, because, you know, my people, they are not happy. So they were not able to build any house. We lack berries and we lack water. So let's just go for the well then. This is the most important thing I can build right now. So where should I put the well? Maybe over there. Alright. And for now, we are not making enough money. Okay, maybe what I'm going to let them do their house. It's going to improve the morale. It's going to give me back 10%, and the water is going to give me 20%. So with these two, it should be back to normal, and hopefully it will be sufficient. Okay, so for now I don't think there is any kind of threat. So building walls is mostly for the look of your town. I could begin to build it, but it seems not to be very wise. So let's just remove it for now, and we'll go further. So let's see, I did not show you the trade thing. So for now we cannot do much because we don't really have any trade route which is unlocked. But at some point, when we're going to finish this mission, I think, we're going to be able to, I'm pretty sure about that as a matter of fact, we're going to be able to unlock one trade route to begin with. And these guys are going to be, let's say they're going to be selling tools, and they're going to be selling bread and marble against money. And if you've got, what was the name? The storage? I think if you've got a warehouse, you are going to be able to sell stuff to them. So if you've got a huge amount of corn, you are going to be, was it wheat? I think it's wheat. If you have a lot of wheat, you are going to be able to sell it to, maybe not these guys, because they are only buying berries. It looked like mushrooms though, and berries. They're going to buy stone, they're going to buy planks. So we'll need to find what they need to make money, and and we'll be able to buy the thing we are lacking. Okay, so these guys are 2 new villages. I think they're going to join our village. I think I might want to just stop immigration because we don't really have enough food already, so we are going to be in trouble if I'm letting too many people join the town. So we'll just stick to 10 for now. They need to arrive to the village to join the village. So for now, we've got 2 people here which are not working. So what I should do is to assign them to the... I can do it that way. I did not choose the other way, so I'm going to do it right away. So you can just assign villager to jobs by just having the villager panel here, but at some point you get too many villagers, so you cannot really handle the thing precisely. So you can do also that. It's quite easy. You can check the camp. You're going to assign the villager by doing that. It's not as precise, but it is quite handy nonetheless. So let's just assign them to different tasks. I've got Grace, which is already working on the stonecutter camp. Okay, now that I've got... Now my meal is not ready because we are lacking stone. So maybe what I should do... Nope, I've got no wood, so I think I still need to keep woodcutter busy. So I'm going to let Grace deal with the stone here. And we should have our 5 blocks of stone quite quickly anyway. So we've got 3 already in reserve. And they're going to pick up more. I think Oliver is taking care of it. Yeah, you know, he's fetching resource. Nope, he has a little issue with water. So as we progress, as we get better house, we are going to have more needs for our villagers. They are going to acquire clothes. They are going to require something I don't remember. Oh, they are going to require bread. And so on, and if you just manage to fulfill their needs, they're going to be happy and all, and they're going to reign in your town. If you are not, they're going to leave. Yet, you will be able to get plenty of other villagers via the immigration button at the top left. Okay, so now we are done with the well. We should be able to tackle this water issue. So the lack of water, it was 20, minus 20 a few time ago, and now it's minus 80. I'm expecting it to be decreasing. What I might want to do is probably to just speed up a bit the time, see how it's going to evolve. Let's just go by twice the speed. Okay, so berry seems to be getting better. We got less issue with house. And why am I not getting enough water? I think the builders are the ones which are taking care of the water, but maybe they are busy. Let's go back to normal speed and just take a look at this. So we've got 2 builders. We've got Oliver and Willibald, and they are well okay, they are drinking quite enough. But we've got other villagers which might not be... no, it seems to be all fine. Emma, Antoine, Isabel... Everything seems to be fine with water. Why is it not decreasing? But we are lacking a house, you see? There is 2 people which are lacking a house. So what we should do is expand the residential area. I'm going to let a bit of space for a road or something. We'll just see about it a bit later on. See, there is an issue here. They are not happy to build these houses that close to these trees. I should maybe remove that now that it is built. It's going to be a bit cleaner. You see, there is also an overlay which is going to tell you which places are more desirable. So they prefer to live closer to the town center. But maybe if I was to extract or to cut a bunch of these trees, it would be better. So I'm going to ask my woodcutter to deal with that. And I might want to also remove a bunch of trees around here, so it's going to be a bit better with these houses as well. This place is going to be quite good. So let's see. For now, if we want to improve these houses, we need to bring a bunch of planks. So if we want these planks to be done, we need to make the sawmill. Yet I'm lacking a bit of people. And okay, water is getting better. Cool. And we've got an extra house here, so even better. Let's just enable immigration. We've got all which is green right now, and we need to go for this sawmill. Do we need tool to make this one? I don't remember. We need 0 tool, so it's all fine for us. It's going to cost us a bit more in money, but you see, I've got all the money I need, so I don't really care right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the sawmill not too far to the oh yes, it's not too bad here. Let's go for it. I like how precisely we can place buildings. There is no issue when you just bring them too close. It's just very, very cool. Got 2 new villagers which are going to arrive. They are coming from the frontier here, and they're going to make, as we progress, there is a road which is going to appear. The more villagers are going to use it, the more precise the road is going to be. And when we're going to unlock trade routes, merchants are going to do the same, except they're going to come and go, so it's going to be even more obvious. And you see, we are not making roads in this game, for now at least. They are. They're doing roads where they are just walking, so it's giving you a feeling that all these roads are useful, and it's quite nice. So we are still working on that. We've got 2 people arriving, so it's going to be good. We're going to be able to ask them to walk in the sawmill. And do we have all the buildings built? I think we do for now, but we'll need to expand. Nah, it's all good. We're going to unlock the manor very soon. So maybe in this game I'm not going to build it on the mountain. I like to build the manor on the mountain, but we'll do a bit differently to change a bit the layout of the city. So I will need to maybe buy an extra bit of land. Or I could just stick it to the middle. No, it's going to be strange. I'm just going to buy a bit of land. When we're going to arrive at 500, the thing is that we are not going to be able to expand the amount of money we are storing until we get the manor. It's going to allow us to store a bit more money thanks to the treasury expansion. Yet, let's just wait for the money to get in. We got our 2 new villagers which are arriving. What are we lacking with the sawmill? Ah, okay, so I need to assign somebody. I might want to remove a woodcutter. We've got... Nah, we're going to assign one of our new guy here to the stonecutter camp, and we're going to keep one for the sawmill. And we've got a few more things here. So we've got the church, the farm, the windmill, the bakery, and the market store for the bread. So all these are going to be quite useful. We are going to be able to make a lot more food with the farm and the windmill and the bakery. So we'll need to go forward to that. Yet I've got 500, so let's just buy a bit of land. Territory. I'll just take the better one for now. Just move it. And you see there is a bunch more things here. So if we want to make more berries, we'll need to buy an extra camp and begin to harvest that area. I'm not going to worry too much about the stone because we've got already a camp which is working, and we're not going to... Yes, we are probably going to need some. Yet maybe not right away. You know what, I should definitely buy an extra area to build the castle somewhere else. Maybe on another mountain, I don't know. I still need to find the perfect spot, but it's going to be difficult. I don't feel like, there's plenty of resources here, so it might not be a good thing to build a manor here, but I will need the money expansion, so we'll see. Anyway, we've got 12 people. The sawmill is now finished, so we're going to assign Alain to the blank making business. And it's all fine. All is fine for now. But we need to build the manor. For the manor we'll need a bunch more resource. It's going to be quite expensive. What are you doing? Willibald? I think he's probably just waiting around because he's a builder and there is nothing to do right now. I love how cute these villages are. The pace of the game just make me think a lot about the first settler games. It's very satisfactory. Okay, let's go and let's just add a bunch of extraction sites here. We're going to go for these berries. And I really want to just remove all trees from this patch of land, so we are going to expand the size of it. You know what, I'm just going to make it completely empty, mostly. It might be a good place to expand the village on. It's a bit of a hill. Okay, we'll see when it's going to be clean. I might want to stop cutting these trees. Alright. And we're going to focus on different location. It's not going to be as efficient because, you know, the woodcutter camp is just over there. It's going to make them just run around a bit. Yet it might be working anyway. Wood is not as important as berries for now. And we might want to speed up a bit. Even though it's going to be a bit more dangerous resource-wise, it's going to speed up a bit the production of our different buildings, which are going to come, and I need them to... Okay, we've got a few new buildings, and I've got a villager, which... Let's just slow down a bit. So I've got a villager which has leveled up, and I've got a new quest. I need to build a farm. Not a farm, a church. It's an obsession, I need to build a farm. Okay, anyway, just remove immigration here. We've got enough villager for now. We need to be sure that we are able to provide shelter to each of them. And it's not the case right now. Alain is not having any house, and I've got 2 more which are coming. So we need to expand a bit more our building location. Let's just go. As you can see, I've got a new, let's say, a new brush. I can now decide where to do our farms. It's working the same as residential stuff, so you can do the fields in the shape you wish, which is going to be interesting, I guess. And we're going to go for these. So the thing is, for now, this area are not really interesting to them, but we're still going to begin to build a location here because there is space, and it's going to get better. We need to bring a bit of water a bit closer. Okay, let's just see. I don't want to build too many well because it's going to cost me a bit each day. So expansion is not to be done too fast. Yet I might want to go for a second gatherer shack, because the more berries we've got, the better. Running out of food is not going to be good for us. Or I could just keep it close, because, you know, these are not going to run out, at least I don't think so. It's going to cost me a lot of resource and manpower to go for the farm right away, so yes, probably a second gathering camp is the way to go. Let's just try to find the best spot to drop it. I'm not sure. There is a bit of space over there which is not used. Might as well just... yes. They're going to run a bit further, but let's keep things together. I'm not sure. I think these buildings might make the place less desirable, but it's not even completely sure. That seems not to be the case. The trees are the worst thing, it seems. Trees are just making these areas just not good. Maybe this is just lack of facility also. So maybe the market, you know, the market is just covering this area, but maybe a second market would cover the other one, it would be a bit better. Anyway, let's keep going. So we need to build the manor, and I still need them to clear the place. I've got 3 woodcutter. They are working on this, but they are not fast enough. I might want to go for more. You know what, we're just going to remove any kind of cautiousness, and we're going to try to go faster. We need more villagers, we need more woodcutter, we need to make things go faster if we want to progress fast enough to see the most interesting buildings. Okay, we've got a few more things. We've got decorating bush and the tree, so maybe we should go for a bunch of these to make this area more desirable. These are instant build, so it's going to be very, very easy to make your village just feel a bit, you know, better by adding a bunch of these. See, you can really build very, very close, even I think within probably, but it's not going to be looking as good. You can also add a bunch of bush. Let's just see, what if I add a bunch on the side of this? It's going to be a bit better. Or maybe, no, very close to the house. Who knows, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, why not? I expect that a bit further into development we'll get more things to make your city, let's say, more unique. But there is already plenty of things to toy with. So we've got 16 villages. We are going to begin to lack probably habitation. And do we have enough planks? Not yet. Oh, it is already level 2. So it's going to be a bit better. You see, desirability is high, so these locations are the best of the village, but if we get a bit further, it's going to be a lot worse. We need to bring planks and stuff to make this better. I'm beginning to get plenty of villages which are not working, so I should obviously give them a few jobs. We've got Heinrich, Sophie and Florence, which are going to begin to work on the gathering. I'm going to probably make a second woodcutter camp, which is going to be a bit closer to the task we have. So let's see, woodcutter, here we go. And I'm going to drop it maybe here for now. We might want to destroy it later on, so the city is going to be a bit better. But let's keep things a bit close. And what I should also build is probably a warehouse. And I just don't know where I'm going to add this yet. What if I was to add it here? There is a bit of space. Okay, let's go with it. It's not taking as much space as it seems, or at least it was not in my previous game. So I'm expecting it to not to overlap too much on the road. So we'll need mostly planks and stone. So it's going to be done fairly quickly. We've got, okay, 0 planks. It's not going to be that quick. I might want to assign a few more people here. And how is everybody? There is no bread. Yes, I know. It's because I'm not making any. Which is probably a mistake, but we'll fix that. Okay, I've got 2 more woodcutters. Oh, I got an idea. Maybe I could just do some, let's say, we do the Lord Manor. I need to buy an extra bit of land, and we're going to make it in the middle of farms, so it's going to be pretty and all. Yes, we're going to do that. We need a bit of space though, because I want to make big, huge fields of wheat around. It feels like it's something to do. Okay, let's just see. We're going to be able to buy a bit of land very, very soon. So where should I buy? This one is not too bad, but the resources aren't a bit in the way. So maybe, let's see, what are my options here? Oh, it is a budget, not the territory I'm clicking on. So, let's see. Maybe that, it's a bit, you know, there is a bunch more. It's not really easy to build on, but might not be too bad. At least it's close by. Or, got this location here. Or this location, but there is a bit of rocks as well. Or on this, nah, it's not going to fit our... I don't have the money anymore. I don't have the money anymore. Okay, so, you know, this is going to be good enough, I think. We're just going to speed up to get our 8 pieces of gold, lacking our coins here. we're going to buy that, and we're going to begin to store money. The thing is that if you don't have enough storage, at some point you're not going to gather anymore, and it's going to be troublesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to maybe use the middle ground here in between these two lands, and we're going to begin to build the Lord Manor, which is quite interesting because this is not a building which is going to be built the same as the other one. It is, you know, there is plenty of parts which you can move to make your castle a bit different, your manor a bit different. It's pretty much the same for the church. Okay, so let's say I want to do the core part of the... You know, there is a little bit of... Hey, it's not too bad here. If I was to build the manor here, I could build the farm all around like this. It would be interesting. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to maybe build a bit on the side, and I will expand even further as we buy these locations. Okay, so let's just see. We're going to build the core of the thing, but the thing is that you don't really need to build only one. You can just go and add another one, and you can just make these connected, and it's quite interesting to build with that. Let's just go around. It's a bit strange. For now we cannot really handle the 8 of the buildings, or maybe I just don't know how to do it. You can just click it again and just move it around. It's quite cool. I like it. Oh wait, removed it. Okay, we're going to put it back. Nope, I'll just rotate the thing. Oh, maybe it would be interesting to put it a bit on the side like this. Why not? It's still a bit strange, but what if I was to add a... No, I don't think I might want to go for the treasury in between. Now I would definitely like to be able to raise this area a bit higher, so I could make maybe some kind of tower or something, but I have no idea how to do it yet. And even just, you know, clicking on things, it's not going to give me... Nah. So we're going to drop it here. Nah, it's very strange. And I might want maybe to put it on the other side. Okay, we're going to do it differently. Let's go and add a little bit of an extension here. Alright, a bit like that. Yeah, why not? And what if I just rotate the thing and do the same here? It's going to do another extension. It's quite a big building now. We can fit a lot of people in there. And I still need to add the treasury, but now it's going to be a bit... let's say the buildings which are next to it are going to be a bit lower, so maybe it's going to be a bit better. Or not. Okay, let's just drop it like this to see. Okay, it's still a bit strange. I will need to work on this. But for now, we'll just do it fairly simply. We're going to add a chimney here. Maybe over there. We're going to add an extension and a door. And I might want to go a bit on the side. Maybe not like that. Can I? Yes, maybe like that. And can I add the door on this extension here? Oh, maybe on the side. That seems to be a bit strange, so... Okay, maybe like that. Why not? And as I need more money to be stored, I'm going to go for a second treasury, even though it's going to cost me more. I just need to find... Okay, why not? And I could also add trees and fence and a fountain if I want. I could drop it on the wall if I want to. Like that, but it's going to be a bit strange. I think the whole building is strange, so it's not going to be making so much of a difference. I'll just add a second chimney here. And we could add a banner next to the door so they know where they are coming to. Okay, for now it will be fine enough. It's going to cost me a huge amount of resource. 41 tools, I will need to buy these. 58 planks and hundreds of rocks. So it's much more than what I can do probably. And now it's going to be built for a bit of time. I'm going to plunder the economy of my village. And hopefully we'll manage to do it. Okay, let's see. I might want to assign more people to stones, because we're going to require plenty of stones. So food is still right. Do we have enough water here? Yes, but we lack bread. Okay, so I've got my building here which is being built. So when it's going to be done at any moment, you can just click on the building and edit it, and you will be able to add stuff. So your Lord Manor is not at any point finished. You will be able to expand or remove things. It's quite possible to do pretty much what you want with it. So you can do really huge stuff, and I expect that we will be able to do much more as the game progresses. So what I should do right now, oh, it's not too bad with the trees. I will need to remove some to make an entrance or something, but we'll see. I think a road is going to be built over time here. Are they going around? No, these are just woodcutters that are going to remove all the thing here. But what I should probably do is to change a bit the way they're going to walk here, because, you know, I don't really need any more than to cut all these trees which are just so far away. I'm just going to ask them to cut the trees which are a bit closer. The one which might be on in the way. But I don't need them to roam around like this to get the wood. Okay, these are just done already. Just remove it. And we're going to reduce a bit the brush, and we'll just get these trees out of the way. And we'll try to... I'll just get a better brush because it's just too small. Remove these as well if I want to add a bunch of farms. Okay, fine enough. Not that far. And maybe I should also begin to draw our farms, because I want to, our farm field. Okay, it's not too bad. It could be way worse. So we're going to begin to build a field over there. I still need to build a farm to get okay. And we're going to build a second one. When the trees are going to be removed, it will be way better. I'm going to just go with a single belt like this. Okay, it's going to be a huge amount of work already, so I'm not going to go much further. But I might want to begin to make these farms. It's going to require tools. So the thing is that I'm going to I need a trade route right now. And I will need 20. I've got only 15. You know what, I should probably just stop the manor for a sec, so I can get the resource to unlock the trade route, and we'll be able to begin to buy tools. I just speed a bit. We'll need a bit of bread to unlock the second route. Here we go, now we've got the trade route. Let's just resume our... Okay, I should definitely take a look at my villages, because, you know, they are probably not having enough house now. Base happiness 100. Now for now, the biggest issue is probably the bread. So we might want to focus on making some wheat. Alright, so let's say I'm going to add 2 farms. I'm going to add them... Wait a sec, I need to see where are... Okay, so I'm going to add the farm on the side of the road here. And it's going to be fine enough. So let's just rotate these. I've got 2 doors. I'm going to maybe do it that way. Alright. And I would be wise to go for a second one. Alright. Because I'm going to lack plenty of arms to actually do these for these. Oh, wait a sec. I think I might have made a mistake here. Yeah, I did. Let's just cancel that. Both. It's required to be a bit more that way, a bit closer to the city. So let's just rotate these a bit more. So let's go for this, and probably this. Okay. Alright, so now we've got 2 farms, we've got a place where to cultivate our wheat. We're still building the manor. It's advancing quickly enough, I think, even though we are still lacking the tools. And we do have our little warehouse here. So what we are going to begin to do is we're going to assign somebody. because we'll need to have a transporter to bring thing here, and we'll begin to buy stuff and to sell stuff. So we're going to accept everything because we do want to store things in this warehouse. It's going to be a bit easier to deal with. I'm going to assign a second worker, and we need to go for trade routes here. So we're going to go and begin to trade resource. I want to buy plenty of tools, as much as possible for now, but I don't want to buy too many because it's expensive, and I probably won't be able to buy as many as I would like to. See, it's going to cost me 30 per tool, so I might want to go for an amount which is going to be a bit more reduced here. So I can buy them a few each time they are going to come, but they are not going to plunder my economy too much, because they are going to come often. Alright. So see, it's taking a bit of time to build something way bigger, but it is quite enjoyable. I quite like it. And I think I should just focus a bit on my villages, because we are lacking plenty of homes. And wait, I'm just going to keep the villages on. It would be very nice to be able to expand the size of this villager panel, so we can just see. It's already expensive. It's just not fitting completely, but it's already expanded, so it's all good. My mistake. Anyway, let's just keep going. We've got more house to build. We'll need to probably expand a bit our facilities. We'll need to add probably more wells and market and stuff to make it more enjoyable to live around here. I'm going to make maybe another belt here to add a bunch of extra habitation here, house, so we could dwell around a bit more. And I should also remove things here so they're not going to build on the roads. And this is all fine here. We'll see a bit better without all these spent. Okay. Now we've got a lot of space for them to build their house, but we need to make it better for them to live here. So we're going to add a well, maybe over there. All right. We're going to. I should definitely add a second market, but I wonder. Okay, why not? I'm pretty sure I can actually hold with the one I've got, but it's going to make the place much better. Okay, let's add one here. I will need to add a few extra villagers to these tasks, but they're going to come sooner, I hope. Anyway, let's see what we can do. I could probably just begin to build other things, but I'm going to lack tools quite quickly, so I'm a bit worried about that. For the bakery, I will need tools. For the windmill, I will need tools as well, so I definitely need to buy more. Okay, we're going to buy more tools. Let's just... It's probably going to be difficult for me to handle that, but I'll try anyway, because at some point... Oh, is it a trader? Yes, it is a trader, so we're going to get a bunch of tools, and we're going to get our money stolen from us quite a bit. Let's see how much it's going to drop us. We've got 0, so we cannot just get any walls. Let's follow the little guy here. He's going to arrive to the center of the village, or maybe he's going to go to the warehouse, if it's possible. Yes, he's going to go to the warehouse. We've got 10 tools now. Okay, maybe it's not too heavy. Maybe I could go for more. Yeah, I should. Because it's going to take him some time to come back, so let's go for a few more. I'm going to ask for maybe 15. That should be still fine. And you know what, I should just begin by I should just pause the mana, so they don't spend all the tools on these, because we need the bread more. Yep, What is this guy bringing along? Hope it is not the tools I've been getting. Hopefully it's not, hopefully. Okay, let's just speed up a bit of time so we can maybe see a few more buildings. Okay, it's nice here, I like it. I will need to buy this extra land around, but it's going to be too pricey for now. And I should also probably pay attention to my people. They are building a lot of houses, but they are probably lacking some facilities here. I've got 2 people which are not working. I'm going to ask Jeanne and Herman to be where were these farmers? Because I'm going to require farmers very soon. Alright, good. And I will also need somebody to handle the market here. But I'm probably going to get some more extra arms as we progress. You see, there is a little bit. I think everybody seems to be quite happy for now, so I'm lucky. Oh, they're beginning to plant things. Cool. It's going to give us an idea of how the village is going to look like when we'll get plenty of fields around. Do I get any extra villages? I think I do. The well is done. The second farm is done as well. And we'll need a bunch of extra villages, which are going to arrive soon. We've got 2 more incoming. And we need to hurry because we're going to lack berries at some point. For now it's fine, but it might not be fine for long. Berries are not going to sustain us. We'll need bread as well. Okay, I'm beginning to get a bunch of tools, so I think it might be the right time now to begin to build the mills and the bakery. Okay, so where do we want to add the mills? And why are we not able to build these? Is it an issue with money? Okay, wait a sec, what's wrong here? Just move the manor somewhere else. And let's see, we are at regular speed. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, money. We need to wait for a bit more money to get in. Okay, it's now doable. I think there might be a hill somewhere. Yes, not too bad. We're going to build the mill over there. It seems like it's going to be fitting. I'm just going to build one for now. We'll go for more as we progress. And I'm going to build an extra bakery as soon as I get the money. And the bakery is going to cost me 100, so I might want to be careful. Okay, I can build the bakery now. Do we see a trader coming soon? No, it's fine. So where do I want to build the bakery? Probably. Let's see, where was it? I don't see it. Oh, over there. Okay, so I'm going to build the bakery probably at the entrance of the village. I'm going to build it over there, and there is a road which is going to come, or maybe I could just build it here, and there is a road which is going to come to the mill, and it's going to be on the way. Yeah, why not? And we need to build the bread market as well. Maybe over there. Next is the other market. It's going to make some kind of... and it's going to fit. Okay, so we need a bit of tools over there. I'm not producing... I've got enough planks. My mistake. I lack a bit of wood. I should check how much wood is remaining on the place I'm actually trying to harvest here. There's a bunch over there. Okay. And I think I should just bring these things back into the mix here. Okay, let's just take it all. It would have been more useful to expand the size of the brush, but we'll just remove that. You can make a arrow which are going to be on the same spot. It's not pretty, but it's working. Okay, so we've got 2 new villages. It's nice because we are going to require extra hands. I've got 1 more which is going to take care of the marketplace here. And I need somebody to take care of the mill. And I will need somebody to take care of the bakery as well. But maybe I could... Yes, let's just remove that one here. And we're going to ask him to be... her to be working on the bakery. Going to be more useful for now. And we'll ask the next batch of villager to work on the markets, which should be ready by the time. So we are not yet getting any wheat in, but it should arrive soon. I need to add a bunch more farmers, so I'm going to get the belt I was looking for. And I should also maybe remove... I'm going to go that way. And we're going to remove... Ah, it's a shame. I would definitely love to see the roads when we are doing that, because I'm just going to be in trouble. See, I just don't know where to remove the... Oh! Okay. So it's just going to be there. Probably. I just remove the brush. Yes, but I might want to remove the little angle as well here. Alright, so it's going to be a bit better. Okay, let's see. Is it fine now? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's just go back. So we've got the mill which is working. Going to give us a bit of floor to make our bakery work sooner. Yes, we've got our 10 tool, everything is fine, so now we've got our bakery. I just need to assign somebody to it, and I think it was already done though. Yes, we've got 2 bakers working here. We'll need a bit of water, so maybe I should just try to build an extra mill around. It's still on pause. Yes, it was on pause, so it's going to be... We need to hurry to finish it. Now we've got everything we need, so it should be fine, but... Okay, let's see. Do I want to add a little mill? Not a mill, a well next to the bakery? Probably. So I can get more water to make everything work fine. I've been saying that often, but I like how close we can put buildings to each other, giving you a lot of control. Let's just add a bunch of trees. We're going to add I feel like adding a 3rd one somewhere. It's a bit in the way of the mill. Anyway, let's just go and add a bunch over there. Alright, maybe I could add next to the road here. A few next to the farms. Alright, a bunch, maybe of bush. Alright, to make it a bit more pleasant. Nah, not here. Not here, maybe here. And one next to the warehouse to make it less like a warehouse. Okay, so now I've got things which are happening. I've got 2 more villages which are arriving. Got tools getting in, and the manor is beginning to look like a manor. What I should probably do is to remove a bunch of trees to make it easier to reach. You know, just like that. And even though they can actually cross, it's more, you know, for the look of it. Alright, now we've got a small little city, and now the thing would be to just grow the city all around, which would probably do it as time, because I won't have enough time to do it today. Anyway, let's just keep finishing that, and I should probably just show you a bit of the church right now. So where do we want to build the church? Maybe close to the center of the village. I think I might want to just... where was it? Over there. Okay, so let's just begin. I'm just going to slow down a bit things because things are going to happen too quickly for me if I don't do that. And we are going to build the church core over there. It's a big building. You need a bit of space to do it properly. Okay, so there is a bit of a hill here, so I might want to go and do it here. It's going to be a bit better. Maybe it was not well placed, but we'll deal with it. Oh, I could just move it a bit. It's so easy to move things around that it is a shame not to do it. And we've got a lot more things here. We've got a tower, which is not that high. Alright. We've got... I think I might want to use one of these extensions. No, not this one, it's too big. No, this one is good for the... Yes, we're going to change things. Just move this tower for a sec. We're going to go for a second extension here. And unfortunately, I cannot put the tower on the thing. It would be cool. And it's not looking... I'm not going to put the tower on at least. Nah, it's very strange. Let's remove it. It's going to be a small church. The extension T is not going to fit, I think. Is it? Oh, it's not too bad. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to build a door on this. Nah, I'm not. So maybe I'm going to add the extension hay here on the side. Okay, it's not that small now. But we're going to be able to put the door, aren't we? Oh, okay, much better that way. Let's just remove that. It's still a bit strange, but it's better than how it was. And got a few more things. We could add a fountain on the side. I didn't do it last time for the... Nah, it's not going to get to fit. It could fit here, but nah. We're going to add a gargoyle. I love these gargoyles. They're just looking so cool on this. Yes, it's looking really, really cool. We're going to add... I think there's a cross somewhere. Yes, to the second. Like here. Definitely looking like a cool church right now. I don't think I can add the... maybe I can. But I've got no space to do so. So it's going to be an issue. Nah, I've got not enough space. So if it was a bigger church, we would be able to do it. But right now it does not... Oh, maybe... Yes, but it's not... Okay, we'll just keep it for the sake of it. Anyway. Core... Yes, I could do a bunch of these. But for now it seems to be unlikely this is going to be necessary. So for bigger church it's probably going to work well, but right now it's going to be all fine. I think I could be able to change the color of the church a bit. So we could go with something a bit more white maybe? Yes, let's just start the construction now. Alright. Now I've got two big buildings which are being built, so it's going to take a lot of time. And we've got the fields which are being worked on. I need a bunch of people to work in these farms if I want to have... Okay, 6 people. It's going to be way faster. Let's just speed up things a bit so I can show you a bit how it's going to look like. And I should probably... I'm beginning to make some bread. I'm lacking flour, but I'm making some bread. So people should be a lot happier. And if we take a look at the best house... I should now be able to upgrade. Are they not going to upgrade? They should be able to upgrade. I think I'm probably lacking something here. Oh, we've got... Yes, we've got the first house, which is... No, we don't. My mistake. I thought for a second it was the case, but... I think they're upgraded, but not at the level I thought they would. They are upgrading their house to the second level, not the third. So we're not going to see the difference until they reach the third. And to reach the third, I think I need to probably go for another kind of resource I lack here. I could buy some clothes or something like that. Or I could just... I'm going to open a second road. Okay. For 20 of bread, I could unlock a second road, which is going to bring me a bit of clothes and other things. Let's take a look at my villages. What do they need? They need bread and they need the church. Okay, so the church is going to be built soonish.
And the bread, it's getting in already, but I do not have anybody working in the market, so it's why it's not working. Okay, we've got Baptiste, which is working now, and he's selling bread like crazy. We've got the Lord Mana, which is finished. So now we are going to be able to store a lot of money thanks to these treasuries, and it's going to enable us to buy a lot more land around the manor. So quite cool. The church is being worked, so I'm going to just go to the territory panel. We are going to buy the land which is behind the manor, so we can expand here, and we could buy the land which is over there as well because we've got plenty of money. Alright, that's looking cool. And let's see, these fields are being planted, so let's keep going. I can just go all around. We'll need to add a bunch of farms to do that. It's definitely not going to be enough right now. And we'll need more mills to make it look a bit better. And we'll need more bakery as well. But are we done with the church? I think we are. So now we've got Oliver, which should have his space better. No, it's not. Let's take a look. Oh, I've got plenty of villages which are... Oh, wait a sec. I think we're going to conclude on that because villagers are upgrading their house. They're going to get level 3 house, which are just way prettier. You see, they are just all doing that. It's going to be crazy. They're going to burn all the planks, but it's going to work. So the city is going to change completely here. I just descend this a bit. Yeah, so we can see things happening. And when is going to happen the first house? I think this is going to be the first one. Or maybe this one here. It's got two which are pretty advanced. But I really don't have enough builders to deal with that. Oh, maybe I could just add a bunch. Let's just ask George and Amalia to become builders. So they're going to be able to do Winona also. Alright. I've got plenty of people which are not working right now. So I should definitely assign them to different... Oh, we've got our first house here. These are level 3 house. And I should probably ask for another farm so we can do even more. Like over there. And I will need to finish that before I can assign a few people. Okay, so let's see. We've got a lot more builder now, so it should be way faster. Well, running low on bread. I think we're not producing flour fast enough. So what I should probably do is to build an extra mill. And we've got a few more things now. Oh, cool. So we are going to be able to see that before I actually conclude this video. So we've got a few more things now. We've got a sheep farm, which is going to produce wool, so you will be able to produce clothes. So it's going to be quite handy to fulfill the last needs of your villagers. I don't think there is more buildings in this build, so we'll be able to produce, to build a city with these. It's going to be giving you quite a bit of choice if you want to build a big city, but at some point you are going to be lingering for more buildings, I believe. So we've got the forester camp, which is going to be quite handy, going to enable us to plant trees back, so you are not going to run out of trees ever. So we should have also a new brush, reforestation brush here, and we're going to produce plenty of trees all around. We're going to make a big forest here, which is going to be probably used for our... Let's just make a huge forest, which is going to be maybe too close. I don't want to reduce the fertility of it. Okay. And we're going to make it go with an extraction brush here, which is going to try to fight back, kind of. Alright. I should just remove that, it's not necessary anymore. I can keep the stone and add maybe these, but there is no reason for me to keep it bigger. Alright, and we're going to ask Theodorich and to be a forester. I don't know if I can have more than one, I don't remember. We'll see. And we're about to add another meal. I should probably go for that. Where was it? Windmill. Okay, let's add a second one over there. Okay, so I was speaking about wool, so we can make a sheep farm. So we're going to just make it here. Alright, we can make a weaver hut. It's probably a bad idea to build this one that quickly, but maybe I should build on this side. There is plenty to do here. It's not looking like a village. I should just move things away. Okay, maybe like that. What are we lacking here? A clothes market. Yes, to sell these clothes. But we're beginning to lack a space to make this happen. Maybe I could just drop it here. It might be well. Like that. And let's hurry a bit. I think I've got them all. I could add road sign, but it's not going to help us for now. It's going to be more likely to be something a bit more decorative here. Alright. So we've got quite a decent village here. Let's just speed up a bit, see if we can see these buildings built so I can show you their look. And we should be fine. I think I'm beginning to lack house probably. Yeah. So I will need to make a few more residential area. I think I'm going to continue around the and I could remove this. No, wrong. Need to remove this that way. There is nothing else to remove here, and we could just make a bunch of extra house here. Alright, so there is now enough space. Okay. Got 2 new villages, and that way we should be fine. Let's just keep... Oh, we've got a new forester which is built, so now it's going to plant things. Henry going to take care of everything and see these little trees which are going to grow. Okay, and we were also building the sheep thing, the sheep farm. So let's just wait for a sec. We're going to see it sprout out the ground soon. I've got the weaver hut here. And what was this thing about? Is it a house? It's a house. It's being upgraded, I think. Yeah, level 3. All good. I need to get more builders if I want to make things faster. I've got a bunch of jobs which are not being filled. Hopefully, I've got a few area to do that. Got a farm here which is not being assigned properly. Alright. And come on guys, I need these to be finished. The soonish, the better. See, he's just walking so fast. Look at this forest, that's crazy. It's going to plant the area quite well. I think we are lacking wood. I'm lacking woodcutter. Or maybe they are lacking... Yes, they've got no space to cut, so I think it is my issue. I just use my brush here to cut a bit more wood. We are going to cut a bit of this location here. And I'm pretty sure the woodcutter are going to get a bit crazy about it because they've been unable to cut any tree for a bit. Did I? Nah, all fine. Alright, so now we've got a bit, and it's going to be a lot easier to build these little house here, little sheep farm. I think at some point I should just reduce the immigration here because we are going to get a bit in trouble, but for now it's fine for now. Okay, so the sheep farm is being built again, and the weather hut is going to be finished before, I think, because there is feudal which is remaining here. Alright, let's see. So wooden eyes bringing the last one, so now we've got Mary which is working at the weaver hut, but we've got no wool to treat, so we'll need to wait a bit for the sheep farm to be built. We are getting our 2 last bits of wood which are going to arrive soonish. Yes, here they are. Let's just maybe slow down a bit. It is now built. Okay, so it is the last building we did not really check yet. So this one is working a bit differently. I don't think it is the final mechanic. We can spawn ship. So for now we're just going to spawn ship. But I think at some point it might change because, you know, it seems not to be a final feature here. Anyway guys, now we've got sheep. They are going to grow older. We're going to get a bit of wool on these guys, and they're going to produce the wool for the weaver, which is going to produce the clothes, which are going to be sold on the markets, which are going to be sold by Rupert here, and so on. The cycle is closed. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, please consider following my referral link to buy your games on the Humble store. They've got pretty nice price and interesting bundles as well. So with that said, until next time folks, have fun!